I've been traveling with my family for the last couple days, so even if you guys stared at me and didn't laugh, I welcome the silence. I made a tactical error this trip. I told my 16-year-old stepdaughter she could bring some friends with her. Yes. At one point during the trip, my wife goes, John, you just don't know how to talk to 16-year-old girls. And I go, yeah, and it'd be really creepy if I was good at talking to 16-year-old girls. I should fail miserably every time it's attempted. Have you tried to ask a 16-year-old to do something for you? It literally, when you ask them to do something, it looks like their body was electrocuted. It's literally like, hey, will you throw this away for me? Huh? What? I don't have kids of my own, constantly doing that math. I'm thinking, okay, I'm 42. I don't have any kids yet. If I had a kid yesterday, by the time that kid moves out of my house, I'm going to be 66, and 2 weeks later, I gotta move back in with him. Just had a birthday, just turned 42 years old. I know some of you young guys thinking that's super old, but the young guys in here, listen to me. I'm 42, married. I come to you from the future. I don't know how to dress as a 40-something-year-old guy at all. It's kind of a weird in-between stage of life. If I dress too young, you look like you're trying too hard. But yet if I walk into any store at the mall, they're like, hello, sir, would you like to buy a gift card? No, maybe I would like a shirt with the number on it for no reason at all. Do you have any more sweatshirts left with your fake athletic department? Although I am doing this old guy move. If I find a pair of pants I like or underwear or product, whatever thing that I find that I like, I will buy 100 of the same exact thing. Growing up as a kid, my grandpa had 5 of the same outfits, same pants, same shirt, same jacket. And as a kid, I was always like, Grandpa, why are you wearing the same clothes? But now that I'm an adult, I go, genius. Have a life uniform? That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. What am I wearing today? My uniform, bam, next subject. It's those little questions. Like, you ever just be so hungry, you go to a restaurant and they're like, would you like to sit inside? Would you like to sit outside? Would you like to see the lunch menu? I don't know. If there was a restaurant where you could go, where there's an X and you stand on it and they go, come with me, sit there. You're having chicken, leave $5 tip. Yes. I will eat there every day. If there's a version of high chairs for adults where you could just sit down, they put food in front of you, and when you're done, you just knock it off. Maybe you try to sneak out, get back up there, young man. I told my wife I need her to tell me what to do. But here's why, my young friends, because here's what I've learned about being married. Your wife can ask you a question. I now know she has the answer she wants you to give, already locked and loaded in her head. And what's gonna happen is she's gonna manipulate you so you will say exactly what she wanted you to say. That's why when my wife goes, I'm going to the store, do you wanna go? Just tell me if I'm going, please. Nobody has time for this conversation we're about to have. Because here's the deal with that. I've answered yes, I've answered no. I've been wrong both times. I have split tested that. I've gone, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not wanna go. Fine, I'll go by myself. Hope nothing happens to me. Okay, then I'll go. Okay, go, but don't look like you don't wanna be there the whole time. What? Ladies, be honest with your guy. If you're going somewhere, look him right in the face and go, listen, I gotta go buy some stuff. Don't really want you to go, but I don't wanna empty the cart into the trunk. So you're gonna come with me and you're gonna stand outside. And when I'm done, I'm gonna pick you up like a day laborer. There's another thing you young guys have to look forward to. I get to argue some pretty intense arguments with my wife. And by that I mean argument, charades. My wife came out of the bathroom recently, shook her head, went like this, walked away. For a day, I was walking around going, what is that? Apparently, I shave, I get stubble in the sink, I'm supposed to stick my hand underneath the water and go, I'm like, we got double sinks. Mind your own business, please. Matter of fact, I'm gonna invent this little mini sink privacy fence that's gonna go in between us, and you can consider me your trashy neighbor you live next by. Here's another level I'm at, young guys. I got a note recently from an appliance. From an appliance. Big note, this big, right on the blender. Said, "Dear John, I'd appreciate it if you rinse me out after you're done using me." Blender, smiley face. So this particular morning, I replied to the blender. "Dear blender, I find it curious you know cursive and yet can't clean yourself. You found the Sharpie, find your way to the dishwasher." Guys, I'm John Heffron. Thank you so much.